Welcome and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Journeys in the Stolen Lands. We've got an errand here called the Lonely Hunter, Ivar the Hunter, who calls himself the Dragon's Voice, protector of the village, and apparently, among other things, he protects it from those who claim the right to rule here. We should find him and deal with this situation, or the man himself. So we're going to travel over here to Lake Silverstep village, where it looks like this guy must be hanging out, or we have information about him. So we'll travel across the map and I'll meet you over there. Okay, on our way over there, we had some kingdom things pop up, so we'll take a look here at these. We triumphed with the giants opportunity. General's promise of abundant food and decent pay lured the giants into the army. The powerful soldiers will come in handy on the front lines. Nice, we got a big boost to military there. And we finished this improved diplomacy, plus 3 BP every time Bartholomew successfully resolves the situation. We've also picked up a little bit of BP we can use to maybe claim some of the resources on the map here. I think that's it here. She's close to finishing this up. Okay, we made it to Lake Silverstep Village. We have a mobility check. We can climb down the slope over here. But let's just stay on the path for now.
Without a doubt.
I don't really have a recollection of this area, so I'm not remembering what we're walking into here. Like somebody was doing some work over here. Before you is a pile of torn sheets of paper scribbled on in steady handwriting. The text is faded and almost unreadable. So here's the hunter's letter. You know, Lissa, my father always used to scold me, saying, Ivar, you shouldn't wag your tongue so much. I never listened. Remember the day of matchmaking? The headman's son came to you, gave you those nice boots only city ladies wear, and his servants brought a barrel of honey and a crate of sausages. Then Mengar the smith came, brought an ornate door casing, skillfully crafted locks and piles of other housewares, and said he was going to decorate a house for the two of you with all he crafted. I came late in the evening after all of them had left, and all I brought was a bunch of wild flowers. I set them on the porch and said, I saw a Nixie crying in the forest. She'd planned to make a lantern of my heart, but she found my heart was already taken. It's bad fortune to make Nixies cry, so Lady Lissa, would you go to the forest and give the heart you've taken to anyone who may need it more than you? You told me I was such a fool, and then you kissed me. For our wedding, you invited your relatives, the old miller's widow, and stupid Icel, the fisherman, out of pity, I suspect, as no one else wanted to spend time around him. I invited frogs, wind, and the full moon. Brother Moon, I said, please be so kind as to share your light with everyone, for my bride tires of shining over this world alone. The frogs sang along with Icel, and you were more beautiful than the moon and more cheerful than the spring wind. Ari was about to turn 5, and Mika was just 4, and I'd spent a month dragging fish to the cliff and cursing a stupid wyvern who just wouldn't be lured. When I finally lured her, I chased her through the bushes, collecting her silver scales here and there after they fell. It wouldn't have been so hard to decorate our garden with those scales if I hadn't done it at night. Then the morning came, and our children went silent, their mouths agape. Hundreds of silver lights sparkled atop apple and cherry trees. I hid my scratched hands in my sleeves and scoffed. This isn't so special. You've never noticed before how the stars hide in the trees from the cunning sky cat. You looked at me without a word, but I could still hear your words in my mind. You're such a fool, Ivar. I love you. I don't remember how I came up with the story of the silver dragon. I came home late with a black grouse I'd shot and said it was a hard fight. I just couldn't aim properly. This dragon kept peeping out from the clouds, blinding me with his shiny silver wings. You saw a real dragon, Dad? Not the whole dragon, no. You see, the only way to see the dragon is if two loving souls climb up the high cliff under a new moon, hand in hand. At the time, I wasn't thinking about how dark the night was, or how steep the path to the top of the cliff was, especially for little feet, or how wet the rocks were after the rain. I was just looking at you, wishing it was us, two loving souls hand in hand sneaking away up to the skies as we did when we weren't that much older than Ari and Mika. The next morning you woke first, and it was you who found our children's beds empty. You said nothing to me then, not when we walked through the misty woods, not when we found Mika's doll at the start of the path leading to the cliff. You kept silent as I ascended from the chasm with Ari's body in my hands. You said nothing when Isa brought Mika's body, found further out at the lake shore near the cliff. You're such a fool, Ivar. You wag your tongue too much. It was just a story, another of your stupid fairy tales. How could it end this way? I'm sorry, Lissa. Better you'd married the smith, or the headman's son, or even stupid Isel, anyone but me. It's all my fault. Forgive me, please, and let me go. Today I'll go to the children's graves, and... That's a sad story. Wow. Okay. I wonder if this cliff down here that we can try to scale is the one that he's talking about in the story. Man. The house used to be neat and cozy once, but now it looks almost abandoned. The door is shut tight. Okay, let's continue along this path here. Got a giant poisonous frog there. Okay, let's see what these frogs... Oh, we got a nymph here, too. Nereid. Okay, she's decided to summon a huge water elemental. That could be bad. And we've got another one back here, like, doing stuff. Let's take care of this one frog that came over here. Good. Okay, we made pretty quick work of this group of frogs. We just need to get... I guess we're going to have to go to them. This nymph and water elemental. They're just going to hang out over here. Here we go. Thing is massive. Alright. Get in there, Ivar. Anna.
Let the attack commence!
There's our other one, Nixie Prankster. I think we'd be pretty safe just real time in this. Feels like we're dominating. Get in there. We could send Cain and Leopard after this one if you can. Can't select Leopard. You try to hold Personer? No. Gotta be about dead. Okay. Took care of her. It was more just annoying than difficult. Let's get everybody in here. So we got wargs, a couple of greater wargs. We could get some storm call going, unless we want to save that.
Aim carefully.
Okay, I think we're good here. See how this plays out. If we get in trouble, we'll switch back to turn-based. Anna is just destroying. I guess we'll continue up here toward this corner. We have an exit here. Somebody left their luggage. Ferocious Hydra.
I can see my destination.
That can't be good.
They should have known better.
Multiples. Alright, let's make sure we get this at least set up correctly. This Nereid. And we could Vine Trapper, maybe. We only have one of those. We've got Blessing. Let's get Divine Favor on him. Okay, we got another Water Elemental and a Nixie Trickster back here. Gonna be trying to make us laugh, I'm sure.
Burn!
Alright, we got rid of the 2 hydras. We do have a giant water elemental here to deal with. Oh, we've got a third Fae here. Another Nixie trickster. Kind of want to just get Cain back in there on them while we can see them. Let's just send him back there. Okay, we got the water elemental taken care of. I think we can just go to town now. They're all stunned. Cain's just destroying them. There's the storm call, and there we go. Okay. Collect our loot from the rib cage and the Hydra eyes, and we're good to go. Okay, there must be enemies here. I'm not seeing anything yet. Wargs or wolves.
There are many roads to success.
Let's shred them.
Think we can take these. We could send a burning arc in here too. Oh, we don't need it. They're almost dead. Cain's just going nuts in there. Just dominating. Alright.
I can see.
Backtrack a little bit and clear this part. Got a dire boar. Couple of them.
I see blood. Blood!
Let's get in there. Where's Leopard? Oh, he's right there. Didn't see him. Got some pork chops. Okay, so we're back kind of over near the start.
If there's gold,
We just saw
it's
something
mine.
down here. Here's somebody like working, like hammering. Okay, we're getting to the village. There we go. There's Isel.
I can see my destination.
A ruddy-faced villager waves to you cheerfully. Hello there, traveler. A good day to you. A good day to us all. The silver dragon himself turned the day into a feast for us. And why, you might ask? All because I forgot my fishing gloves at home. Who are you? I'm Isel, a fisherman. I mean, I was a fisherman when I did fishing. I don't fish now, so I guess I'm not a fisherman anymore. Isel frowns as he thinks about that paradox. Dragon? Feast? What's going on here? I'm telling you, I went fishing, but I left my fishing gloves at home. So I blistered my hands pulling out the nets. So I couldn't fish anymore. So I had to go hungry. Had to, but didn't. Because fish just started jumping out of the water. So our great silver dragon took care of me. He must have been watching, thinking, how will this poor sod Isel get by with blistered hands? How will he fish? What will he eat? How about I send some fish ashore for him? Now I think I'll never bring my fishing gloves again. So fish will always jump out of the lake on their own. It'll be great. Tell me more about your fish situation. Just go to the shore and see for yourself. They jump right out of the water. We can barely keep up with collecting and salting them. We made 3 barrels since the morning dawned. And our barrels are really big, not just any normal barrels. Tell me more about this dragon of yours. He's a huge dragon, a silver one. It's why he's called the Silver Dragon. He's very kind and always helps us. That lake is one of his footprints, filled with water. That's how we got the lake. I've got one of his scales. It's my lucky charm. The fisher proudly holds out his scale, held by a string around his neck. Ivar gave it to me. You can search around for him. Maybe he'll give you one too. Dragons that huge don't exist. Maybe not in other places. Maybe our dragon is one of a kind. The fisher's voice rings with pride. Have you ever seen this dragon with your own eyes? Sure did, day before yesterday. 2 months ago, too. Burvis the trader says I'm a fool and it was just a thundercloud, but you shouldn't listen to him. So what exactly has this dragon done to help you? He sent Ivar to us. Well, not sent, really. Ivar was here before. But he was only a hunter, not a dragon's voice. When Ivar became the dragon's voice, everything got better all at once. Most of the bandits disappeared from the roads, monsters stopped attacking us in the woods, and wolves don't even take our cattle anymore. And now there's the fish to top it all. Yeah, the silver dragon is the best dragon ever. Alright, this hunter, Ivar, was it? Ivar, yes, he's a good fellow. Who is he? He's the dragon's voice. The silver dragon tells him things, then Ivar tells us. Like when the dragon chased the wolves from our herd. He told Ivar, and Ivar told us. And when he scared the monsters away, so they wouldn't attack us, he told Ivar that too. We get all kinds of good news from Ivar. Something terrible happened to him, didn't it? The fisher frowns and looks away. Why'd you have to remind me of that? Ivar, he wasn't the dragon's voice before, he just used to live here, in a house to the northwest. He used to go hunting and tell us all kinds of stories like a real bard would. Had a family too, but then... Well, one night his kids ran away, tried to climb to the top of the cliff in the middle of the night. It was a bad night, rainy and dark. They fell down. As far as anyone could tell, the boy probably slipped first, and the girl tried to help him, but she couldn't. She fell too, farther away. I helped search for them the next morning, then helped bury them. The fisher sighs heavily. Lissa, Ivar's wife, she got sick right after and never recovered. And Ivar, well, he went odd. And that's when the silver dragon started talking to him. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm your baron. That's great, I think. You know what? You should talk to Ivar first. He can ask the silver dragon's opinion on the greatness of that. Ivar's an important person here, and the dragon is even more important. What if he doesn't want some strange baron baroning around here? Alright, we'll talk later. Alright, let's find this Ivar. We've read about him. We've heard about him. Welcome to Brevis's roadside shop. Judging from his accent and his fine clothes, this trader isn't from around here. What's causing all the fuss around here? You mean those fish jumping ashore? These fools believe it's thanks to their patron, the silver dragon. He supposedly decided to provide the villagers with a feast and sent them this gift. Idiots. I don't know the real reason those fish are jumping, but if it were me, I wouldn't get too close to those fish or that lake. You sent me a letter, right? About a hunter named Ivar and his silver dragon stories. The trader smirks. Ivar. He's a resourceful one, to be sure. Made the whole area believe he's some chosen one. The spokesman for the silver dragon. The idiots around here listen to everything he says and do whatever he asks. It's strange, though, after this Ivar fellow came to the village with his sack of silver scales and his ridiculous stories about the silver dragon, things in the area started to change. There was this wolf pack, used to cut through the local cattle like a housewife cuts through vegetables. After Ivar got here, the wolves won't even come close to the local cows. Same with the monsters in the woods. They don't take one step toward the village or its people. It's all pretty strange if you ask me, very strange indeed. I'm surprised to see a trader in such a remote place. I usually buy hides from the local hunters, but sometimes they come up with some rather intriguing trophies. No wonder, though, considering the number of different beasts living in these woods. These wares don't look like hunting trophies. They remind me more of some robber's loot. The trader's face goes blank. I'm sure I have no idea what you mean, Your Grace. This is all pretty standard trade around these parts. You know, totally unrelated. I just realized I haven't had any opportunity before to offer a donation to help support our barony. Okay. Donations are always appreciated. So nice doing business with you, Your Grace. Alright, let's see what you got. Okay. Politica. Tired of being a fisherwoman. We'll go for a pirate. Someone's cooking fish soup, and here I appear. Give me your... my goat is such a dog. He puts the moves on the headman's mare. I appear, give me your soup or die. Okay. Okay, so we're kind of going the wrong direction as far as finding Ivar, but I'm going to go ahead and check out along the river here. Send those two in.
They dare threaten me.
I think we can probably manage a group of tatzelworms at this point. Cain just gets in there, just destroys. He's taking some hits himself too. Oh, we got a prankster down here. Oh, dang it! We're gonna get storm call going. I think we need that, and then I'm not sure we could get a thunder call in here. It would be really nice to stun her. I think maybe that's safe, not hitting Cain.
Retreat
Oh shoot, it did hit him. We got her stunned though. Good. Alright. Okay. Well, that was tougher. The Tatzel worms were fine, but that Nixie. Get everybody back up, please. The corpse of a tall man lies torn apart on the shore. The man was probably an experienced fighter in life, but it didn't do him much good in the end. You notice a tuft of red fur clenched in the dead man's hand. Whoever killed this man, it seems unlikely it was a Tatzel worm.
Focus on the goal.
Okay, we seen any red-haired folks lately?
Our duty calls.
Okay, we're basically back here where we came in. We're gonna... Oh, no, we came in up here, and then there was that cliff. We could have climbed down. Right there. Right. So we got Lika up here. Not sure what's happening with her. The Nixie, slim and disheveled, is sobbing. Noticing strangers, she flinches. Not again. What are you doing here? What do you want? Go away. If my family sees you, you're as good as dead, I promise. What's your name? I'm Lika. This lake is our home, though we've let other people live around here too. Oh, we never should have done that. We should have chased these foolish bumpkins away as soon as they started building their houses here. Now that they've brought disaster down on us all. Why are you crying? The Nixie hides her face in her hands. My family kicked me out. All because of what I did to that stupid boat. Everyone was furious when the evil box fell in the lake. But I was just trying to do the right thing. I'm no enemy to the Fae. If you were an enemy, you'd be just a few bubbles on the lake surface by now. But here I am, see? Still standing and talking to you. The Nixie sobs again and rubs her eyes with her palm. Can you tell me what happened? Those men brought trouble, the ones from the big boat. They came from tours of Lebanese and brought the scary box with them. Even the fish in the lake could tell that box was very, very evil, but those fools on the boat just laughed, bowing to the box, calling themselves Charon's chosen or something. They claimed he'd reward them soon. I was the one who rewarded them, though. I made them crash that big boat against the foot of the high cliff and sink themselves. What's in the box? How should I know? I just know the box is evil. Everyone but the stupid humans can sense it. Fish started jumping ashore after the box fell in the lake. Wolves took their hunting up north to get away from it. And the humans wanted to open it. First the ones from the boat, and now these other ones came for it. Did you drown those travelers? Yes, that was the last anyone saw of them. The evil box sunk too. If I hadn't done it, they'd have opened the box, you understand? Then something terrible would have happened. That's quite a story, but what does it have to do with me? Now the Nixies are mad at all strangers. They say all strangers bring is trouble. First they brought a horrible ancient thing here, and now other strangers are trying to fish it out of the lake and open it. Let's drive everyone but us Nixies away. Then we'll have peace and quiet again, like before. But I like humans. Especially human children. They're so awkward and funny. I used to play with the two kids from the house to the west until they stopped coming for some reason. But I don't want my family to fight the humans. You said someone's trying to open the box again. Who is it? More strangers. They hid in the cave near the lake. They've been using hooks and big nets to try to retrieve the box. It's a treasure. A treasure, that's what they say. How can that thing be a treasure? It's a huge scary box that has a picture of a one-eyed skull with a coin on it. I don't know where it came from, but I know it's somewhere I'd never want to visit. I can help. The Nixie looks at you timidly. You look really strong. Can you do something about that evil box, maybe? I just wish it would disappear. Then all the other Nixies would forgive me and stop being angry at the humans. You know favors like that don't come free, right? If you help me with that box, I'll give you a chest I found on the sunken boat. It's not creepy like the evil box, just coins and trinkets inside. Deal. Thank you, thank you. Just be careful, please. That box is so creepy. Okay. We should find the box and deal with this problem before any real trouble starts. Okay, so we need to head over to the west.
I'll carve my name into your flesh.
I think we can take them. I'm wondering though if we should make camp before we do too much more. Kind of used up some of our spells and stuff. Let's kill this group and then I think we will make camp real quick. Okay, we camped and we cooked some grilled silver eel, which gives us a plus 10 movement bonus for a day. Now we can head down here and see what we've got.
I always have the upper hand.
Okay, we got some fish here that jumped out of the water. And tutzel worms.
I can see.
Let's deal with
my
them.
destination. Combat is adjourned.
See if any fays show up, we might switch this to turn-based. Looks like we're good. Cain always gets in there ahead of everybody and then he starts taking hits when we don't want him to.
Counts on me.
Pick up some fish there.
Something here.
I think there's like an entrance up here. Just
Without a
is
doubt.
that? Okay, this is just back up the hill.
I've spotted
There we go. Okay. We didn't ever actually find
Many roads to success.
Ivar's home. Maybe we should have done that before coming in here.
What's over there? I don't even want to know.
Pile of notes. Alright. First note, I'm not going to say it out loud. The chief would rip me a new one if he heard me, but I think it's time to hit the road. Silverstep is cursed. Look, just yesterday I saw a boat sailing in the lake, a big one, kind with a big sail, and there were a bunch of people on board around some big box or chest or something. All of a sudden, the steersman spins the wheel and rams the boat right against the rocks. The wreck went down at that cliff not far from our cave. The people jumped out and tried to swim for shore, but they just froze in place and sank under without a sound. One got close enough I could see his face, a mask of terror I can't even begin to describe. Yelled something about Charon, went pale, froze like the others, and pop. That was the last I saw of him. Sure, there are plenty of nasty beasts around, but this was something else. I trust my instincts, and they're screaming at me loud as can be to get out while we still can. If we don't, we're all gonna die. Second note, cut the whining, bud. There's a wrecked boat, and you say we should run? I say we go take a look. Might be there's some valuables in the wreckage. Third note, now you've done it. Chief found out about the boat and the chest, and now all he talks about is looking for treasure. He's going to have the others out searching for it, poking around the lake bed with hooks, and at night, of all things, so the locals don't notice. I'm telling you, no good will come of this. These woods give me the creeps, and they're even worse at night. Day before yesterday, I was on my way back to the cave and heard a noise behind me. Turned around and saw two glowing eyes staring at me from the woods. Imagine it, the fir grove in the dark, and just two blazing embers in the night. I don't know what it was, and I don't want to. I'm just glad it disappeared soon as I saw it. Fourth note, while you were busy being scared of that wolf or runaway kitty or whatever it was, I found that box. It's just sitting there, all that precious treasure right on the lake bed. It's not even that far from shore. We're fishing it out tomorrow. Fifth note, are you serious? I swear, if we don't get out of here before that box is out of the water, something terrible is going to happen. Sixth note, look, the beast that attacked the cave was scary, sure, but we gave it hell, didn't we? And when the chief set it on fire, it ran off, didn't it? Howled so loud I thought my head would explode, but we came out fine. No, I think I'm gonna stay. I bet that box is full of treasure. And as for the beasts and those drowned men of yours, well, this profession's all about taking risks, right? Seventh note, there's risks, then there's whatever this is. No, when the chief goes out to get the box, I'm gonna show my heels. Farewell, pal. Life is long, maybe we'll meet again someday if we play our cards right. Okay.
I can see
Whatever's in that
destination.
box. Sounds like trouble. These boats were obviously pulled ashore recently. Inside them are hooks, pivots, and other tools that would be needed to recover things from under the water. Here we go. I'll be damned. That beast again. No, these are new strangers. I bet they want to take away our loot. They're messing with the wrong men. Oh, it's a sarcophagus. That's what the box was. Okay, they're all almost dead. I think we're probably safe here.
Without a doubt.
The road
Yeah.
awaits.
This guy's, they got some big crits on our invisible Cain. Otherwise, really didn't do much. So, we need to check out this sarcophagus. Okay, we got lots of potions in there. What's this say? Packs and crates filled with various goods obviously belong to some merchants before making their way here. Many of them are spotted with blood. Water and sludge still drip from this huge stone block, which has obviously been dredged from the lake bottom recently. Upon closer examination, it looks like a huge chest, or rather a sarcophagus. One side bears an engraved symbol, a skull with a single eye socket, and the eye socket is covered with a coin. Okay, examine the exterior of the sarcophagus. The engraving on the side of the sarcophagus resembles the symbol of Charon, the horseman of death. The Charon symbol usually has two eye sockets, each covered by a coin, while the symbol here has only one. There's nothing more you can tell about the sarcophagus except that it's ancient. Okay, search for a keyhole or easier means to open the sarcophagus. You have no idea where the sarcophagus came from, but you know enough about enchantments to know there must be an easy way to open it. Experimenting with the engravings in various combinations, you discover when you press your finger against the skull symbol with your hand on the lid, the cover slides aside easily. Your triumph is short-lived, however. As the lid slides open, there is a sound of something huge stirring within the sarcophagus. You hear a rattling whistle like air pushed through the leaky bellows, and scraps of flesh fly from the sarcophagus. Whatever's inside is huge, angry, and far from dead. Okay, we got Cyclops.
Watch.
And more. Alright, we do have some controlled fireballs, which I think are going to be very useful here. Nice, she just wiped him out. Okay. There we go. Okay. Great axe and some hide armor.
I have managed.
Scimitar.
Observe.
Okay. We've still got the Lonely Hunter errand. Now we got the scary box for Licka. I guess we just need to go tell her we found it. We took care of the contents.
Focus on the goal.
Then we probably need to find... We need to find Ivar still. His house has got to be up here somewhere. I guess we kind of went and took care of the problem before actually learning everything we could about it. There he is.
See my destination.
A tall red-headed man dressed in hunter's clothes is balancing at the brink of this cliff. Oh, he's the redhead. One wrong move and he'll fall into the chasm. What are you waiting for? Jump. What are you doing? Oh no, not at all. Many would like to silence the dragon's voice. I won't give them the pleasure. The redhead turns around and nods. Your Grace, care to tell me who you are? Well, it would be rude not to introduce myself. My name is Ivar. The red-headed man watches you closely but makes no move to run or draw his weapons. If you pass through the village, you must have heard rumors about me. Once I used to be a simple hunter, but now I keep the peace in this region by the order of their lord, the Silver Dragon. So you're the dragon's voice, right? That's what people call me. The red-headed man smiles slightly. These lands are under protection of the Silver Dragon, and I am his most trusted servant. I am the sole ruler of these lands, never forget it. Don't be so eager to put a crown on your head. Remember, Baron, this village is under my protection. You know who I am? I know everything that happens in the village and for leagues around. Of course, I was aware of your arrival, such a prestigious guest striding into our lands. Was that a threat? I don't waste my breath on threats. The red-headed man is gazing at you coldly. My way is a simple one. Those who come in peace are welcome. Those who threaten the village don't live long enough to regret it. Is it your house, south of here? It's mine, so what? There were some papers around the house. Ivar frowns and his fists clench, but he regains control almost immediately. I should have watched over my papers more carefully. Though, what difference does it make? What would it change? Okay, we'll talk another time. Bye. Why are you so sure that this another time will happen? I won't stay here long. There's an old saying, sluggish wolf soon starves. Alright then, let me ask you a few more questions. Oh. We're not attacking. Okay. He's off. That's right, we have to, like, chase him down somewhere. We just follow him. Oh, okay. He's gone.
I will guide.
Alright, that's pretty much it here. So we need to... What's the journal say now? Well, he went this direction. Let's just follow over here.
Spy. What do I spy?
Focus on
I think he, like, left the area altogether.
The deed is done.
There's exit up here. I'm surprised the journal didn't update. Oh, we need to talk to that nymph.
Completed.
More footprints leading north. Oddly, they look bigger now and have a slightly different shape. Ah, okay.
Success.
Okay, Licka. You're back. Did you take care of that box? The problem's solved. There was a monster in the box, a cyclops, but he's dead now. The Nixie throws her hands up in joy. You did it. I have to tell my family as soon as possible. Once I tell them what you did, they'll understand that not all strangers are bad. A cyclops, huh? I doubt any of us could have dealt with that. I'd say you earned yourself a reward. Okay. Got some gold ring, peridot. Cool. Alright, now we're going to follow the footprints to the north. Is it this ancient mine where he went off to? That location was here before, but we haven't been there. And we've got an ancient wyvern here. Not sure this is the place we're looking for.
Time to stretch me muscles.
I'm just going to see if we can do this real time. Get in there. Ooh, she just took a hit. Let's get, Jeez. Okay, that might have been a bad idea. Let's get Storm Call going. Wow. And Thunder Call in here.
Is all this blood mine?
Anna's just getting hammered.
That much.
Cain got in there with an attack. Yeah, it doesn't have that much HP. Just
All I see is blackness.
Wyvern's almost dead. So is Anna. There we go. Words on the ancient stone are barely visible. Property of the house Treston.
I can see my destination.
Okay, so we did not find Ivar here. Maybe we are not meant to find him right away. Okay, we came back here to Lake Silverstep because we still had a quest marker on the showing on the area on the map. We found some footprints here that lead to the north, so I'm thinking maybe we just
Without a doubt.
didn't find all the clues that we needed to lead us to Ivar. I think we need to look back up here, maybe near this exit up here.
Done.
Footprints lead to an inconspicuous animal path that leads deeper into the woods. I'm hoping maybe since we read those now, that'll update something. It hasn't changed quest here, but let's look out at the map. Okay, yeah, now we have a new location here that we didn't before, so we just needed to find all those footprints. Okay, we were making pretty quick work of these wolves, and then we had some more show up from behind, and they kind of came in and destroyed Amaya here. We're chasing the last one down. Okay. Alright. That was kind of careless, but oh well.
Everyone counts on me.
Kind of in need of rest and healing, but let's see if we can get through the rest of this area. So Ivar must be up here somewhere. See if we've got... Okay, well here he is.
I can see my destination.
Let's get these two up front here in case we have problems.
I don't need anyone's sympathy.
Don't come close. Don't. How can I stop it? It's too strong. Too strong.
I'll carve my name
Okay.
onto your flesh.
Ivar was a werewolf. Is he a werewolf or something else? He's holding a sword. That seems kind of odd for a werewolf. His damage reduction, except for silver. Okay, in their humanoid form, werewolves look like normal people, though some tend to look a bit feral and have wild hair. Okay, that's his wild red hair that he had. Anna's on the ground. I guess we'll try to get her up. Ouch.
Let the attack commence.
Alright. Let's get Storm Call going. And haste. There we go. They're down to just the big guy. Let's see, she could... Got a burning arc. Throw in there. 41 damage from that. Nice. Cain. Finish him off. Not quite.
Aim carefully.
There we go. The werewolf's powerful body shrinks and contorts. The beastly features transform into the face of Ivar, the hunter. There are deep wounds all over his body. So this is how it finally ends. Tell me the truth about what happened to you. Let it be my last fairy tale then. Once upon a time there lived a stupid young hunter named Ivar. He loved his family, his wife, his son, his little daughter very much. He also loved making up fairy tales for his children, but one night he came up with a foolish story, one about a silver dragon that can only be spotted if you climb to the top of a high cliff as the new moon rises. That very night the children snuck out of the house and their bodies were found at the base of the cliff the next morning. His poor wife's heart couldn't bear the loss. Lissa, she was gone soon after. So Ivar cursed himself, cursed his own blabbering tongue and reckless mind. Standing near the graves of his family, he could only mutter to himself over and over, "I'm a monster, I'm a monster." Then he felt the self-inflicted curse begin to melt him from the inside, burning him, turning him into a beast. He became a werewolf, swore to protect the village to honor the memory of Lissa and his children. He wanted to serve people, to bring them good instead of evil, at least once. Okay. Cain. Dang it. I'll reunite you with your family. Farewell. Well, this is what I deserve.
Them.
Okay, we're just gonna finish him off. It's interesting he still has his werewolf portrait here. Let's just go at it. Still got the storm call going. Down he goes. Alright, we can cross this task off our list. Got a long sword, chainmail, a belt.
Without a doubt.
Alright, that's it. That's the end of Ivar and his story. And we took care of everything at Silverstep Lake, I believe. So, we're done for now. Next time, we could go look for this flower. It's, I believe, at the same place where the swamp witch is. And then maybe we'll check back in on things in the capital and maybe do a little bit of more exploring around the map. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.